Hi, it's Barry again at Barrington Printing with thank you video number 8 out of 30. 30 thank you videos we're doing to celebrate our 30th year in business here at Barrington Printing. And today's thank you is actually going to be directed at Dustin Hoffman and director from Rhode Island, Michael Corrente. Filmmaker, director, actor, businessman, Michael Corrente. One of the things that's kind of challenging at times is to when you're in a setting where you're either talking to a prospect or meeting people socially, other business people, that icebreaker sometimes that makes that connection so you have something to talk about is sometimes a little difficult to find. But thanks to Dustin Hoffman and Michael Corrente, for me, it's always been a good backup thing for me because I don't usually have to be the one to mention it. Usually someone will mention it to me. Did you know you look a lot like Dustin Hoffman? So I've been hearing that since I was 18, when The Graduate came out in 1967. In 1996, we had heard that Dustin Hoffman was coming to shoot a movie in Rhode Island with film director Michael Corrente, who had actually filmed Federal Hill, which was an award-winning independent film a year or two prior to that. When my wife heard that he was coming to town, she said, "Boy, you should try to, see if you can meet him." And I said, "Well, I don't really think he wants to meet me, but we'll see." And I kind of let it go at that. And then in the paper one morning, I think it was in May or June of 1996, there was a big article on the front page that Dustin Hoffman was here shooting the movie American Buffalo. Michael Corrente was the director, and they were looking for a stand-in for Dustin Hoffman. So actually, it was May. It was May 23rd because my daughter Audrey, it was her birthday that day, and she said, "Well, all I want for my birthday today is to go down to where they're shooting and rehearsing this movie and see if you can get close enough to Dustin Hoffman to take a photograph." Well, we went down there, and many people down there with caution tapes up, police protection. We were pretty far back from the caution tape that surrounded the set. And again, they were still just rehearsing for the movie. And all of a sudden, through the crowd comes Michael Corrente with a photographer right up to me, and he said, we spotted you from across the street. We were wondering why Dustin Hoffman wasn't in the building with us and how he got out there." So he said, "Have you ever done any stand-in work?" And I said, "Don't even really know what a stand-in does." So he explained to me what a stand-in does, and you pretty much wear the same clothes as the actor. You go to the spots or the marks that the actor walks to in that scene, while the cinematographer and the director get everything right, the lighting, the camera lens angle, and so forth. And then when they're ready to shoot the scene, you step out, and the real actor steps in, and they shoot the scene. So he asked me if I was willing to do that. Earlier in the day, I had said to my son, who I own Barrington Printing with, "I'm going to be gone for a couple of hours because I'm going to go down to the movie set with Mom and Audrey and Jane to see what's going on down there. I'd be back in a couple of hours." All of a sudden, after meeting Michael Corrente and being brought into the office and getting signed up and getting a union card and all the other paperwork that went along with it, I had to call my son back and say, "Look, actually it's going to be 2 months, not 2 hours." So for the next 2.5 months, I worked every day with Dustin Hoffman, and that really gave me, when people said to me, "You look like Dustin Hoffman," now I say, well, actually, I worked with him in a movie once. And then there's a little more dialogue that goes on, and it's a great icebreaker when you're talking with people. As it turns out, I became very friendly with Michael Corrente. We've done different things with Michael since then. Been in his company a number of times. He's a great guy. We've done some printing for him, and that's worked out great. I think I'm kind of friendly with Dustin Hoffman too, only he never calls. But it was a great 2.5 months. Thanks to Dustin Hoffman, thanks to Michael Corrente, and thanks for listening to thank you video number 8.